Hello and welcome back. In this video, we will be demonstrating how to configure the milking parlor parameters. Before we continue with the milking parameter setup, we want to explain the icons on the toolbar at the bottom of the screen. Starting from the left, the green check is for applying additions or changes. The refresh button can be used to redo setting changes that have not yet been applied. The red X closes the window. The green plus is for add, the blue pencil for modify. The red minus is to delete or remove. Import is enabled only for the support team. Export is to export settings in an Excel format. Copy, restore is for previous settings for any unit. Select all, read from unit, reads current unit parameters. Send to unit is to send parameter changes to units. Reset is enabled only for an engineer user. At the bottom of the interface to the left, you will see the status bar. On the far left is the current user status. The status in the center shows the hardware server name as we entered on the Basic tab. The third status shows the DM service status. Now we will continue with the tutorial. Remember, you must be logged on as an engineer in order to configure the Parlor settings. Click on the Unit Parameters menu. Then click on Parameters in the Milkmeter group icon to open the Milkmeter Parameters tab. There is a header for each unit type. The unit types that are not configured in the HWS config, as demonstrated in the previous video, are grayed out. This screen has two panes. The top pane, Units, is a table which displays a record for each milk meter configured in the system from the HWS config. Each record includes a checkbox, the unit ID number, and the unit firmware info. This pane is used to check or uncheck units that you wish to read or make changes for the parameters. The bottom pane, Parameters, displays the selected unit parameters from the top pane, marked with a light green line. This pane shows multiple tabs with the details for each of the parameters. Under the Parameters header, we see indicated in yellow the current selected milk meter with the reference parameters. Please note, when there is no prior data for the unit, a message will appear, "No data for this unit." On the top Units pane, check the box by each unit. Then, from the toolbar, select the Read button. On the right, you will see the Hardware column. A green check will appear to indicate a successful unit reading, or a red exclamation mark if there is a problem. The results of the unit reading will appear on the table. Click on each unit to view the tabs on the lower pane, which displays the options for each of the parameter categories. Make the necessary updates. Then, when the changes have been made, you can use the Copy button, a pop-up window will appear, to send the parameters to the specific unit, to several specific units, or to all units, by using the Select All button to assign the parameters to each of the selected units, and then click on the Send button. Now we will go back to the unit parameters and select Receiver parameters. Check the box next to each receiver you have configured. The unit number will appear automatically. Now click on the arrow for Type to access the drop-down menu. Select the correct type for each receiver. A blue pencil icon will appear next to each unit that you have configured. The Parlor receiver type must include ID. After the units are configured, click on the Send button to send the parameters to the units. When the parameters have been sent successfully, the blue pencil will disappear and a green check will appear as a result. Continue this procedure for each of the components you have configured in the system. The configuration is now completed. We recommend you go back and check all of the settings once more. Then, when you have finished, log out as engineer. Select either software server name that you have entered on the Basic tab or All Users and click Apply. No password is required. As always, please contact us if you have any questions. Thank you for listening. We will see you at our next Ecosystem Plus training video.